nothing can prepare a man for such a moment. The beneficiary of a political earthquake, Trump has ridden a populist insurrection all the way to the White House. One of the most remarkable and unexpected outcomes in the history of this nation. His supporters were jubilant. And Donald Trump first spoke of the phone call from his opponent, who he has baited for a year, calling her a crook and her family a criminal enterprise.
I've just received a call from Secretary Clinton. She congratulated us, it's about us, on our victory. And I congratulated her and her family on a very, very hard-fought campaign. I mean, she fought very hard.
And then he promised a pivot of dizzying proportions, a man who has mocked so many groups, saying he would now play the role of healer-in-chief.
Now it's time for America to bind the wounds of division. Have to get together. To all Republicans and Democrats and independents across this nation, I say it is time for us to come together as one united people. It's time. I pledge to every citizen of our land that I will be president for all Americans, and this is so important to me.
Trump, the projected winner in North Carolina. Donald Trump is the apparent winner in Florida. Idaho.
This was shock after seismic shock. It left Hillary Clinton's supporters in tears. For many, this was only slightly less than a national trauma. And in the last few hours, Mrs. Clinton has stepped forward to make her concession speech. No questioning of the outcome, only a warning that a trampling on American values will be resisted.
This is painful, and it will be for a long time. Donald Trump is going to be our president. We owe him an open mind and the chance to lead.
But to a president-elect who has threatened to deport millions and ban a religion from entering the US, she spoke of the rule of law and of equality for all.
We respect and cherish these values too, and we must defend them.
And recognizing that America's ultimate glass ceiling has not, after all, been shattered, she had this message for one group of Americans.
And to all the little girls who are watching this, never doubt that you are valuable and powerful and deserving of every chance and opportunity in the world to pursue and achieve your own dreams.
On the streets of several American cities and on university campuses, there were small protests over Trump's victory. Immigrants and young Americans alarmed at the direction this country may be taking. A sign that politics may spill out onto the streets. That this may be an era of anger and division on a scale we haven't seen since the civil rights era. This is also a crushing, even legacy-ending blow for the president. He must watch his prized reforms being reversed and ultimately hand over to a new commander-in-chief, who he has said cannot be trusted with the nuclear codes. But he says it's time now to execute a seamless transition of power.
And one thing you realize quickly in this job is that the presidency and the vice presidency is bigger than any of us. We are now all rooting for his success in uniting and leading the country. The peaceful transition of power is one of the hallmarks of our democracy. And over the next few months, we are going to show that to the world.
It is entirely unclear what a President Trump means for America or for the world.
It's my honor. It was an amazing evening. It's been an amazing 2-year period. And I love this country. Thank you.
Will he govern as he campaigned, impulsively and provocatively, expressing bigoted and reactionary views? Or will he be a pragmatist, even a centrist, reaching out to those he has so deeply offended? Robert Moore, ITV News, Washington.